Ian, I'm going to ask you a question real quick, and
All right.
I want you to answer that question.
Okay.
That was a fun way to start it. Just
That was a good way to start
say
it.
way too many words to say nothing.
Can you imagine if we just explained how we spoke to people?
So what's going to happen now is I'm going to
approach you and begin to make noises by vibrating air passing through my what is the
lungs, throat. I don't know.
There's
grabbing your
an
neck.
L.
I guess your lungs aren't in there.
I think there's an L inside your throat, but I meant just vocal cords is easy enough. Anyway, we can move on from that idea.
That was a good idea, though.
Dumb.
That could have been funny, but
Should I add reverb to our voices?
Are we restarting right now? Or are you just
No,
you're just going for you're just playing with GarageBand as we're recording?
Guys, check out this beat. No.
All right. Actually, though, what I was gonna say is, what do you think about windshield wipers? Do you think they're cool? Do you like them?
I do. I like them. We live in Minnesota, so it gets kind of tricky in the wintertime.
Did we talk about this already or not? Because that's been in my note for a long time. So I'm just making sure.
I don't know for sure.
Okay, well, I'll talk about it anyway. You ever notice when it's raining, some people are just like crazy aggressive with their wipers?
What are you? What do you do?
Well, the problem is I find myself feeling
you're pretty aggressive.
very self-conscious.
It starts sprinkling and you're on like setting 6.
No, actually, it's not. It's still not working. No, I try and keep a good coat of Rain-X on that windshield, so I tend to not even have to use them.
That's awesome, dude. That's so cool that you take care of your car like that.
I feel so much better than everyone else when I'm just sitting there with no wipers and people next to me are like, boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My Rain-X is gone, so
yeah,
I have to use the wipers.
You know how long it takes to put a coat of Rain-X on?
Like 30 seconds, maybe.
A little longer than that, but yeah.
I need to clean the inside of my windshield too.
Yeah.
I need to clean my whole car. It's filthy. But I have always noticed that people do that. But I think that there's two sides to this extreme.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's people who are way too aggressive with their windshield wipers, and it's windshield wipers. But and I also think that there's people who are not aggressive enough.
I would agree.
I drive with my brother a lot, and he is scary when it starts raining because I'm like,
he like sticks his head out the window. He's like, I will not wipe this windshield.
No, but even I'm like a little bit like, I try to wait a long time before I wipe it. And he waits so long, and I'm like, you can't see out of this windshield. It's not possible. He's like, what do you mean? I can totally see. It's fine.
What are you, idiot? Definitely see.
What are you, an idiot? I have 20/20 vision. Of course I can see. No, but that's just, I don't know. I personally I kind of play this little game with myself. I'm like, how long can I go before I can't see anymore?
Sounds like that's what your brother's doing.
Yeah, except he's way better at it than me.
You just don't like how far he goes with it.
He's just scary. Like,
he's coming up on like knocking on death's door as he's doing it.
I don't like to knock on heaven's
the game's
door. Knocking on heaven.
You're like, the game's really not worth it.
The game's not worth it. No, you lost the game. Oh, all of you lost the game.
And that's a what?
What?
How did they lose the game? I don't get it.
You don't understand the game?
No.
Are you serious?
I don't think so.
This is incredible, guys. Are you listening to this? I'm about to explain the game to Colin. So the game is a kind of this like thing that's been going on for the past like, at least I've known about it for like 5 years.
Oh my goodness.
6 years maybe. And what it is it's a game that people play, but in order to do well at the game or to be winning the game, you have to not think about the game. Are you following? Right. So just a normal day when you're ordering your lunch and you're not thinking about the game is when you're winning the game. But the moment somebody says you lost the game, you start thinking about it and then you lose. But now that you know about it, you're playing it. You can't not play it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, well, you can say that, except that there's a massive group of people who play this game, like millions of people who are all playing this game. Everybody listening to the podcast has lost the game, but
those people that play that game are really, really, really...
Welcome back to the Recap Podcast, everybody. My name's Ian. That's Colin. We're back again. Your favorite podcast. Here to stay. Season 2, episode 4. Episode 4. That's hype.
We're a quarter of the way through the amount of episodes we got through in season 1.
Yeah, we haven't talked
What a milestone.
Wow. Everybody give us a round of applause as you're listening. If you're driving, please keep 2 hands on the wheel at all times.
Unless you got a knee.
Unless you got a knee. What if people don't?
For all of our knee,
gonna open that rabbit hole.
Good.
We haven't talked about though, like
our kneeless listeners.
No. Like if we're going to, like for season 3, like 1, if we're even going to take a break. 2, when's it going to be? And like, is there a certain number of episodes in every season?
That's a great question. I'll answer that for you right now.
Okay.
What was the first one? Is there going to be a season 3?
Is there going to be a season 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Will we take a break over the summer? Not sure yet.
Okay. TBD.
We'll have to see what happens. When will season 3 start?
Yeah. All depends on if we.
It depends on if we take a break or not. If we take a break, it's after the break is over. If not, it's after season 2 ends.
Right.
And 4.
Is there like a
how
set
many
number
episodes?
Of episodes in each?
I just think it's till we're done.
That makes sense too.
So
I think it's super fun though to have seasons
because
it gives us the ability to quit when we want to, start when we want to. Not that we want to quit, but sometimes it is super like not.
I put hours and hours and hours of work into this podcast every week. I don't actually.
No, you don't.
No,
but
do you?
No, I think that it's not like oh, such a weight off our shoulders, but it's like when we come back, we're kind of like we get fired up about it in a way that we weren't previous. So kind of when it dies out, we're like, let's take a month off or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have some questions from the fans. As always, you guys
Dexter's
came
DMs.
through. Dexter's DMs is here. And we actually got a DM from Dexter, which this is fun. I didn't tell Colin I was going to talk about this.
He didn't tell me, but now
he knows. No, but Dexter DM'd us, you guys, and said that the first episode of the recap podcast has been recorded, and he just needs to edit it and put it up.
Yeah.
I don't entirely remember the context of this. Was he reacting to our podcast?
I think that's what we suggested in the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so fun. So when it happens, you guys will be the first to know, as always. And I really
that'll be hype. How many spin-off podcasts can we get? How many from this podcast?
Do? The recap pod. We could do a recap.
Should we do a recap?
We could recap his recap.
Oh, that might have to be a segment the week after he drops the recap.
We could just call it the recap podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like a 5-minute
and it'll be
podcast.
A podcast within the recap podcast.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
This recap podcast inception, you guys.
Yes. Okay, but what's another name? We could talk about the review podcast if we wanted to, because that's kind of the other spinoff. You know what that is? Our YouTube comment.
Yes. Yeah.
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 So somebody has named their YouTube channel the Review Podcast.
And they have a strikingly similar logo to us.
Strikingly similar. A little different, some hand sketching done, but
other than that, it's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Now, I'm not saying there's a lawsuit coming, but the phrase was used, and I didn't say it, and neither did Ian. So take that how you will.
No, but that's kind of interesting. So there's like the recap podcast, the review podcast.
The recap is in the works.
The recreate podcast. Somebody could do that.
The re-envision podcast. The re-edit podcast. The remix podcast.
The remix podcast sounds hype. We should have done that.
Maybe we should. Okay. Brainstorm session. What if all of our segments are the re-something?
Oh.
You know?
It's like, welcome back to the recap podcast. This is the
So like Dexter's DMs could become React or the React pod. I don't know. Well, we'll have to.
But I don't want to get rid of Dexter's DMs.
Well, you know,
it's so special to
me. Everything has sacrifices, and
but only when there's stuff to gain.
I think the alliteration is worth the sacrifice.
We'll have to talk about it.
We'll talk
off the air, obviously.
We'll fight and then call it the podcast. And you'll be like, hey guys, the podcast is over.
And then you'll sit down and be like, I'm just kidding. Anyway, okay, so we got some questions from you guys. And we have one new thing to do, which is exciting. If you guys follow the Instagram, you know what I'm talking about already. If you don't, then you'll find out soon. But so a couple questions we have here. We got some from Dexter, as always, being the loyal number one fan. Number one fan? Is he number one? I think he's
definitely the king of the fans. I don't know if he's number one, but he's
true. But he is the leader of the Dexters.
He's the lead. Dexter. He's everything.
Yeah. Okay. So his first question, which I think at one point we disagreed about this.
Do we talk about this? What is it?
Maybe not we've talked about it.
Oh, nice.
What are your thoughts on movie subtitles?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, I do.
I am strongly pro
movie subtitle. What about TV shows? Same thing?
Well, if it's like a streaming show, sure. If it's live TV and there's a delay, then that's going off.
That is a no-no.
I can't handle that.
That's the biggest no-no. It's just no.
It's just no. But yeah,
Please
because the problem is the way movies and TV shows, honestly, because like streaming shows, like Netflix originals and that kind of thing, I feel like they have more in common with movies than they do with shows.
Fair enough.
And the way the sound is mixed, it's like they're intending you to use closed caption, I think.
I've never
Because
needed closed
I can never
caption.
understand them. Maybe that's an effect of me using closed caption, is I forgot how to hear.
It could be.
That's concerning. Like I've just unlearned this thing that happened.
I forgot how to hear.
But regardless, I can't hear what they're saying.
Okay, so I used to be strongly opposed, which you knew that, right? We used to talk
I didn't
about
know
it.
that, but now I know.
Oh, I thought we talked about
Maybe we did.
it. It don't matter.
I forgot how to listen, remember?
Yeah. I used to be strongly opposed to subtitles, but I started watching Suits on Netflix, and it was just on, and I haven't turned them off, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I used to think I had to watch one or the other, but you don't. You don't have to. You can just...
What do you mean? Like watch what's happening versus watching the words?
Right.
I find that to be a struggle. I realize I'm just looking at the bottom of the screen the whole time, more just...
You're just reading a book.
Yeah. Wait a minute. They tricked me. They tricked me.
You should really just go read a book.
Bro, read a book.
Yeah, so I guess we would say that we're both pro subtitles.
Very pro.
Pro closed caption, yeah. I mean, I don't think YouTube does a very good job of closed caption, does it?
The auto ones they're getting better. They're pretty good.
So guys, if you want to turn on closed caption for the podcast, go ahead. It'd be fun to see what it says. Tell us the craziest thing that it says that we're saying.
Yeah, that'd be silly.
That would be silly. Okay, the second question, Drew sent us 4 questions.
Oh, dang.
So the second question
This is why he's the king of the fans.
Estimate how many loads of your own laundry have you done?
I'm embarrassed by the answer of this one. You go first.
0 is your answer.
That's not true.
I don't do my own laundry when I'm at home because my mother does it and she's the best ever and she does it for me. It's awesome.
That is awesome.
But when I was up at camp, I did it on my own. So that was like, I would do, okay, help me with the math here. I was gone for 3 months. Okay. Roughly
12 weeks.
Yep. Roughly 12 weeks. So like 36 loads.
Dang,
roughly.
you did 3 times a week?
No, 3 years.
Oh, okay. Once a week.
But we'll round it up to 40 because there was a couple times I had to do it twice a week.
Are you doing whites and darks together?
Yeah, throw it all in there, dude. Throw it all in there.
All right.
Especially if you do cold water wash, less likely to cross-contaminate colors.
Not the cross-contamination.
I think that's right. We should
Our moms are like, no.
We should add some laundry questions to this episode.
Yes.
We'll
have to bleep that because you just said the name of your fiance.
Oh my goodness.
You weren't going to say that on the episode.
Spoiler. Did you bleep it?
I hope so.
Please bleep it.
That'd be so embarrassing if they found out her name. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I don't really care. But anyway, so yeah, I've done about probably 40, 45 loads of my own laundry in my lifetime.
That's a pretty good number.
It's such a bad number. I mean, I don't know. Is it good that I haven't done very many or is it bad?
I think you can make the argument either way.
I'm going to say that I'm very neutral then. And I mean, I'm low comparatively to like
people who do their own laundry all the time.
Right. Or like college students.
Right.
Which
I've probably done it. I would say 20 to 30.
Okay. That's not bad. I
No.
thought for sure you were gonna say 0 when you
No.
were like, I'm embarrassed.
Because, well, it's more than I thought because I forgot my parents have been out of town a lot in the past couple of years. So I'm just like, well, I guess I got to fend for myself.
Your sister doesn't do it?
She has her own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, does she do your little brothers?
They were with my parents
Oh, gotcha.
most of the time. So
They just leave you guys.
yeah, they just leave.
And you just come home and they're like, yeah, they're gone again.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone again.
They're gone again.
Whatever.
What's McDonald's? Anyway,
Good segue.
That's a good question.
McDonald's.
no way.
This isn't a question, but it says Colin should have his own Happy Meal toy at McDonald's.
I agree.
I
don't-
think the answer to this is one of you out there creating a lookalike.
I mean, the truth is, I'm on your side, Dexter. Like, but the problem is, I don't have the means to make that happen.
Right, but Dexter and his Facebook group do.
They do.
The Dexter to the Recap podcast can get it done.
I've always
So-
said there's nothing they can't do.
If you haven't joined the Facebook group, go join the Facebook group. Dexter, I am going to commission you to create
We're gonna start a campaign.
first I want some models.
Yeah.
Some
Send us an idea, and that could be like typed out. That could be a drawing.
Uh-huh.
That could be something you 3D modeled.
I would love a 3D model. That
That could be a
sweet.
physical item you're giving it to us.
Yeah.
The best, either Colin or Recap podcast themed.
Yeah.
McDonald's toy.
I like Recap podcast. I'd like one of each because you're so McDonald's pro McDonald's that it feels like you should have your own. But I also think that the Recap podcast have done a lot of branding for McDonald's
That's true.
and that we should get one too. So I'd love to see that. I'd love to see one of each. That'd be crazy. So Dexter, that's your assignment over the next, we'll give him 3 weeks.
As soon as you can.
As soon as you can. Yeah, I shouldn't have given him 3 weeks.
Don't give him 3 weeks. Come
Darn.
on.
As soon as you can. As soon as you can get that
He's
done.
better than that.
Because if you suggested it, you can make it happen. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. It says, if you were to invent a toy, what would it be?
If I were to invent a toy, what would it be?
My toy that I would have invented, so there's two, and they've both already been invented.
Nice.
So the first one is those blocks that like are held together with these weird strings. This is like ribbon.
Oh,
and
and
you're
then
like,
you
you
flip it and it goes.
flip it and it goes tick, click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Click. Those are so fun
I love
for no
those.
reason, and they're awesome.
You invented that before it happened?
No,
What do you would have invented that?
I would have loved to. I'm changing the question.
Okay,
I'm saying,
so you're
what
saying-
is your favorite toy? But maybe I'll come up with one. But the other one that I think I'm maybe gonna buy again someday is called the zip string.
Did you break yours?
Yeah, did I not tell you that? Just
No.
stopped working.
Ah,
I should have done something and like told them, but it just stopped. But I threw it away. It is the coolest thing ever. I love it to death. Colin, you saw
It's
it.
cool,
It's
yeah.
awesome. So it's this like motor that shoots this round.
it's like a string.
It's a circle.
It's
It's,
like
a
a
string
yeah.
that's in a circle, and it shoots it, and it like stabilizes it.
Yeah, it's
in
like shooting it
motion.
so fast that it like.
It starts to stabilize it, and you can have just like this floating circle that you can kind of shake with your hand. Instagram it. They're all over.
It was really big a few years ago. On,
Yeah.
like, TikTok.
It's
and
kind
whatnot.
of. I still get emails from them.
You get emails, dang.
Yeah.
You should email them back, be like, "Yo, it broke
Yo, it broke for
Fix
no
it.
reason.
for no reason.
For no reason. I didn't do anything.
One day
to
it was just broken.
But they send you with 3 different sizes of string.
That's cool.
So a little string, big string, and a medium string. And yeah, it was so fun to just like sit there and hold the button and watch it be stabilized. I don't know. It was just fun toy. Anyway, that's my answer. But I would have loved to invent that. I think I would love to, but a toy that I would love to invent would be a yo-yo that like acts like a boomerang. So like you can like yo-yo it, but it can go just like forever in one direction until you yank on it and then it comes back.
I'm not following.
So like it's like a yo-yo
Yep.
attached to your hand, right? But like if you throw it, it'll just keep going in one direction until you give it a tug and then it'll turn
How would
around and
that
come
work?
back. I don't know.
Oh, so you're saying this doesn't have to like.
No, I don't think
Obey
it has
the
to,
laws
I don't
of
think
physics.
I don't think. I mean, that's not in the question. It's not clarified.
Okay. So we're talking
Specified.
magical toys.
Yeah, magical toys.
That's really
Anything,
tough.
any gadget from Spy Kids 2. So cool.
That's fair. That's really fair. Dude, we should talk about those movies sometime on the podcast. Let's talk about them right now.
Well, answer the question first.
Okay. I don't know. I would love, when I was little, I would have loved to have like a, I mean, I still want one actually, like a life-size robot.
That would be cool.
That's just like my friend.
I would want a mini one.
It's like, do things for me. Go.
I would want a mini one,
Go do
like
my
from
laundry.
Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Ralph, the little bug.
Yep.
Dude, it like ties his tie.
Okay, are those movies, we know they're good,
Yeah.
but are they ironically good or legit good?
Which ones?
Let's give a quick recap on the podcast.
Yo.
For those of you who don't know, the Spy Kids movies are some classic movies by Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, I don't know who they're by.
Yeah, starring, I don't know, the one
Starring
the girl's pretty famous now.
Is she?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. But the boy is married to Meghan Trainor.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
I'm all about that bass, by that bass, by that bass.
Anyway,
no trouble.
when did the first one come out? It was like
Long time ago.
2000.
Probably over 20 years. Yeah.
So they're like these, I don't know.
The name explains it.
Yeah, it's like James Bond for kids.
Yeah.
I think it says that right on the disc.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Had those
You have
movies.
the
I've
disc?
had those discs at my house since I was like
Dude, I have the
8
VHS.
years old. You have the VHS?
Yes.
My gosh. This is the Spy Kids episode.
Yeah. So the first one I think is good, like actually
Like an
good.
actually good movie.
Yes. I think that it has everything that makes a good movie a good movie. It's been a long time since I watched it, so I can't comment on specifics of it, but I really liked the first movie. The second movie I also think is good to be good. I think that they did a great job with the sequel. It was fun to like see some little romance in there, you know, with Junie and the president's daughter.
Of course.
There are some really cheesy moments in that movie though, like when she's dancing, like right before they do their whole ballet.
She's like, I only dance ballet. He's
Yeah.
like, what a coincidence.
So do I.
It's so good though.
But
It's so
before
good.
that, when he like can't talk to her and the Secret Service like are standing around her and he just like pulls out his badge, he's like, level 2, break it up, and they just like
the whole
do
movie's
it.
cheesy.
I'm
It's
like
so
a little
cheesy.
bit that one
No,
part.
the whole movie.
Okay, but that part's so cringe to me. But the rest of the movie, I really like it. I love number 2. Number 3, I'm just gonna do them for me first. Number 3, ironically good. Only good because like there's some gave me really like number 3 gives me huge Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Same
vibes.
director.
Is it same
Yeah.
director?
All
Same
3 of 'em.
actress.
Mhm.
Yeah, it gives me huge Shark Boy and Lava Girl vibes. That is a good movie. That's a good movie.
I've only seen that one long time ago.
It's all about. It's like Inception. It's all about dreams.
Ooh.
It should be called Inception for kids. That one's like ironically good. It was good because it was like, oh no way, another Spy Kid, and it had like closure in it, and it was. And then they made number 4, and that one's not good.
And that was like a reboot. Like
Yeah.
Many years later
Yeah, and it's not good.
with different characters, but still the original
But
characters.
it's still the original
but
character.
old
They're both in it, but they're old.
and not as fun.
Not as fun at all. But it was like a okay kids movie for the time. Like the kids movies just
Kids
aren't-
movies now just are the
Trash.
same thing every time.
they're trash.
Garbage.
And for the when that came out, it was like pretty decent.
And they just came out with a new one.
Did
Netflix
they?
original.
A
My
Netflix
family
original.
watched it last night. I was downstairs doing homework, so I can't comment on it. But
Maybe I should watch that.
I'll have to imagine it was garbage.
I can't imagine that it was probably garbage, especially with Netflix budget.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. though.
Yeah, I generally agree with your takes. I think, although I don't know actually, I think all of them are ironically good.
Oh, okay.
But I think the first 2, they're doing it. Well, I think the first 2 are intentional. Like I don't think they're trying to be serious movies.
No, I don't
know?
think they are either.
Like I think they realize they're campy and cheesy, and that's kind of the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And the third one, I think it starts to become a little bit too self-aware of like they realize after how the first 2 are pretty successful. They realize the third one, they're like, okay, more of the cheesiness that people
Mm-hmm.
like, and then it just was, I don't know. The whole movie was CGI, and it was just
yeah, it was not that good.
it was like, let's have people running around on a green screen for an hour and a half is what it was.
Yeah, dude, can you imagine filming that movie? That'd been the
Be kind of fun
lamest
though.
thing
I don't know.
ever.
Seems kind of fun.
Why?
I don't know.
Just
Just like
the green screen all day, every day,
every
for
day, every
a
day.
year. I don't know how long it
Although
takes to film
number 3
movies.
did bring us one of the greatest lines in all of cinematic history.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Which one?
There's a moment where Junie is like falls in love with this girl in this video game, and then she leaves or something, and he drops the absolute greatest line, and that is, "But I didn't even get her email address."
Oh.
And it's so good.
That is a
For
good,
no
That is a
reason.
good line. I didn't even get her email address.
You never even got her email address.
Oh, that's a good line, Colin. Well done.
Anyway, and then 4 is trash. So
Yeah,
that's
4 is not good.
that's Spy Kids for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that all his questions?
Next question. Yeah. Those are
Thanks,
all his
Dexter.
questions. Okay, so the next question comes from one of my dudes, Isaac. Just recently started following the podcast.
Yeah, he did.
So that's cool.
What's up, Isaac?
I hope that he's listening. But his question is this. It's going to take me a second. So the question is, what have you seen or experienced in the beginning as a curse, but later on turned out to be a blessing? So like at first you're like, this is the worst ever. And then hindsight is that actually
That's a deep question.
was very good for me. It is he's a deep thinker. So
You got to think about this all day. So what do you got?
I have not thought about it at all.
Oh, cool.
So I'm right there with you,
All
buddy.
right. Well, there's definitely lots of things that I could think of if I spent. I'll probably think of them, as I'm driving home tonight.
Yeah.
But something that I thought, that's a tough one.
I think
What do you got?
I think maybe I have one. I think one thing that I don't know that I ever really saw it as a curse, but I definitely didn't want to do it. Would be like youth group when I was like 16, 17. 16, 17, 18. Those 3 years of youth group. More so like 17, 18. Colin, you were there. But like our youth group kind of started to fizzle out a lot. There was like
Low attendance.
there was nobody like our age.
Right.
It was literally just the two of us.
Yeah.
And I was leading worship for it, and I just didn't really want to be there. I didn't feel like I was learning really, even though the reason I wasn't learning is because I wasn't trying. I was leading a small group, but I was kind of just letting them talk. I was leading worship, but I was kind of just going through the motions every week. And I think that like at the time I saw it, I guess you could say a curse, because it was very, very much so like I didn't want to be there. But looking back on it, I think it taught me so much about like perseverance, and going back, I would have changed the way that I acted about it, but it taught me a lot of like when you are specifically within ministry, when you're like, when you commit to something, then like you commit to it, whether it's good or bad, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that should be taken lightly. It's not something that should be just like, okay, well, things are hard or people aren't coming, so I'm just going to not do it anymore.
Right.
Especially, and actually, interestingly enough, I had this conversation with a couple of my friends. We were talking about like when do you have the right to just like step down from a position within church? Like that's a ministry position, like, because it's different when you're like, it almost feels like when you're getting paid. Like if it's your job, I mean, you have the right to step down whenever you want.
Right.
Right? It's just like quitting a job. But when you're a volunteer, you also have the right to step down whatever you want. But when you're a volunteer leader, then there's like you've committed to something that like if you try to step down, people are gonna, maybe you still have I think you do still have the right to step down whenever
Sure.
you want. But when you've committed to something, especially like I had, like youth group is kind of just a commitment of your high school years in a sense. So I've committed to something with a time attached to it, like a length. And so it's like, can I just step down? No, I can't, because I've committed to something that has a like a clock on it, right?
I don't know. I think you could.
I think you could. I personally don't think you should.
You don't think you think if you start a leadership role of some sort in like a youth group, you're committed to doing it for the rest of your high school experience?
No, that's not what I meant.
What are you saying then?
I'm just saying, like specifically, like the worship thing that I was doing.
Yep.
I committed to our youth pastor that I would do that until. I mean, at the time it was until the summer came, so I went to camp. But I told him that I would do that.
I see. So you gave him a specific time period
right.
that you would do. Yeah,
Correct.
That makes sense.
And like I could have still stepped down from it, but I didn't.
You committed to it.
I committed to it, right? So it taught me kind of just like looking back on it, it taught me a lot about commitment, about sticking it out, and even like thinking back to my small groups and things, and the messages that were given. Like there was so much like really good, rich teaching that happened. That I wasn't aware of at the time, but like I think back to all the time. Like my youth pastor at the time taught me so much about what it means to be a Christian and what it means to own your faith and live it out for yourself and not like live through your parents' faith and all these things. So
stuff that even if at times you didn't want to be there or wanted to quit or weren't there with the right intentions, you still absorbed without even realizing it.
Correct.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that would be my answer.
That's a good answer.
Thought it was a curse, turned out to be a huge, huge blessing in my life.
I guess something for me that I wouldn't say I've felt like it's a curse, but at times has felt, I don't know, has been something I didn't want to do or felt ineffective or unimportant has been just like spiritual disciplines in general.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's so many times looking back where it's like, oh, I really don't want to spend time in the Word, or I really don't want to pray because it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything, and it's like I just don't want to.
Yeah.
But looking back, like you said, similar deal. It's like you learn that you're growing from that, even if it doesn't seem like it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, it's not always about you growing. It's not always about me. It's about like doing the things that God wants of me and that are honoring to Him.
Right.
But even still, without thinking that's happening, I'm growing from it. It's like I heard a quote a while back that's like, we often think about, how what I believe affects how I worship.
Mm-hmm.
But something that's also true is that how I worship affects what I believe.
Right.
So if I have a, like, I think this is like the posture of prayer, like there's nothing wrong with, I think, just praying as you go about your day.
Right.
But if I'm like intentionally, like taking time to like, even like bow before God as I pray to Him, then that's like telling myself and telling Him that like, okay, this is important. This is a sign of respect. And that affects how I believe too. Yeah.
I did I guess you could call it an exercise. Our young adults group, before you were coming to that, one of the members there challenged us to set aside an hour of our day, specifically devoted to God. It was actually an hour of our week, but he said, do it in one day, because, and he said you'll encounter God, I promise you. And the reason he could promise that, and I don't know if he could, whatever, but I did it and it worked. It worked. Sounds funny, but like I encountered God. And I think part of the reason for that is like God respects when you say, I'm going to set aside time intentionally to spend with you. Not because he has to or because he feels like he needs to honor your time, but I think because when you seek him, you'll find him. Like that's so biblical that like knock and the door will be open. So like when you seek the Holy Spirit and communion with him, you'll find it. And when you set aside time to do that, it happens. And I agree with you, like spiritual discipline has been rough for me these past month. 2 months. Because my circumstances around me continue to to like decline, and I just get grumpy, and then I don't go to the place that could fix my grumpiness. I just turn on my phone.
Turns out that doesn't help.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. I go to sleep eventually, but it doesn't help. So yeah, I think that, I don't know. That's my response to what you said, but
Thank you for responding to what I said.
You're welcome. So there you go, Isaac.
Hope that answers your question.
There's our yeah. That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I enjoyed the depth of it, and I think it was a challenge to me too.
Adequate depth to that question.
Yeah, I think it was a challenge to me too to like really start to dig into my spiritual discipline again. So
yeah.
All right, you guys, it's time for something new.
Time for something new.
Somebody sent us a reel to react to, and we're very excited about it for no reason other than nobody's ever done that before us.
Because one person answered our story. Come on, guys. One person
answered our story. So, Colin, you can get this and put it up there, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to send it to you or anything?
No.
Yeah. I'm going to play it with audio.
Yes.
Right now.
Yep.
Ready?
Keep it quiet enough that it's like quieter than your voice, but yeah. But
okay.
But loud enough that we can hear it.
Sure. Ready?
Yep. Here we go. Oh, dang.
Oh, my goodness. That was extreme. Oh, he's going after him. Whoa. Dude. Okay. That was intense. Never seen that reel before. You're gonna have some editing work to do on it. There's some language involved. I don't really have anything to say about it.
I don't either.
I think it might have been staged.
If you were just listening, that was someone.
Oh yeah, if you're just listening.
Almost getting hit. They were on a skateboard. They almost got hit by what I think from what I saw was a Dodge Charger.
It was.
And then they honked, and the person went up and tried to whack him with the skateboard. I think they might have whacked him.
Like trying to break their windows and stuff. I think it was staged. That's my opinion.
Oh boy.
Why were they videoing it? Why were they videoing
People video everything. Come on.
Why were they videoing this random person crossing the street?
Maybe they saw like, hey, this person might get hit because that guy doesn't look like he's paying attention.
That's not the layout of the video, though.
It might be.
You can't see the...
No,
I think it was staged.
Staged.
That's my opinion. Staged. It's a kind of a funny video, though. Not funny. It wasn't funny. It was like...
It was like, oh, dang.
Whoa. Relax. Yeah, so if you guys...
Get more videos of people almost getting hit by cars.
We threw it out. We threw it out in the story today. Like, send us TikToks or Reels that you want us to react to. And that was one that we just reacted to. And that was the only one we got. But if you ever want to do that, let me know. I'm going to incorporate it in, or not let me know, but send it to us. I'm going to incorporate it into the story, the weekly story that I put out.
Yeah.
So,
and if you ever have anything you want to send to us that's like if you have a reel to send to us, but we don't ask for that specifically in the story, just send it anyway. Even if we don't get to it, that coming episode, we'll get to stuff eventually.
Yeah.
If we feel like it.
We always reply or reach out.
We generally reply.
I think we always reply.
Yes.
So far, I think we always reply.
We got a pretty good track record with replying, I'd say. I don't know.
Not to like our stuff that goes viral, but
right. We can't be expected to reply to all.
Can't be expected to reply to
I have
all
a day job.
2,000 comments.
Yeah.
I have a day job too, but please make it so that we don't.
This could be.
We
my
want
day
this
job.
to be our day job. We'll do daily episodes, you guys.
We will.
Do you want to do your thing, or do you want me to do my little game?
I've got some important world news.
Okay, so we're doing your thing.
Honestly,
not my little game.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we'll see. I mean, maybe we'll get to it. This could be quick.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I don't
want to do my game
that's
anyway.
okay, because this trumps everything. Honestly,
How long has this been happening before you?
Well, let me tell them the news.
Everybody,
I don't know.
Okay.
Taylor Swift has a boyfriend.
I think everybody knows that though.
If you were, I should have warned you. If you're standing, sit down. If you're driving, pull over, because this is gonna change your life.
This is big stuff. I think that everybody knows, but maybe it's fairly recent.
I think it's. I don't know. I started seeing stuff like within the past week or two.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Taylor Swift is dating a celebrity named Travis Kelce.
You don't know who that is?
I don't know why I said celebrity. I was looking at the wrong section of my notes.
okay.
He's a Chiefs football player.
Yeah.
But yeah, a football player and a celebrity and seemingly musician.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone understood that.
Is he a musician?
No, I'm saying the celebrity is with a the football player is with a celebrity and seemingly musician. And that's a reference to a meme if anyone got that joke. I'll explain it for you. Have you seen the seemingly ranch meme?
No.
This is even better. Going out on the Taylor Swift topic.
Okay.
There's this. So, Swifties.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
They are way crazy. I don't like them.
This like Taylor Swift fan Twitter account or something.
Okay. X account?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dang it. I
Sorry, Elon.
dead named the social media platform.
You dead named it. You're dead to me.
I don't think that's what that means. But this like account called the Eras Tour did like the red alert emoji as in like breaking news and said Taylor Swift was eating a piece of chicken with ketchup and seemingly ranch, and then included this photo of Taylor Swift with a piece of chicken and ketchup and seemingly ranch.
Oh my goodness.
And everyone went crazy with this meme just because it's funny. Just the use of the word seemingly is funny.
Yeah.
And like
because
Heinz
who
put out a
cares?
picture of like this. I don't think they actually made the product, but it's like a mix of like ketchup and ranch, and it says on it ketchup and seemingly ranch.
ketchup and seemingly ranch.
I logged into the McDonald's app the other day, and at
Yeah.
the top it said like seemingly ranch, definitely McNuggets. And it had like a meal.
That's funny.
It is pretty funny.
It's fun to see. I love it when like a meme gets so much attention that like businesses actually start doing stuff with it. That's funny. Dude, the Travis Kelce thing, I thought it was funny. My boss was talking about it a little bit, and he was kind of upset about it because he was like, you know what's stupid? Everybody's been like, who's this Travis Kelce guy? Who is this guy? Like, he wasn't famous before. And I'm like, maybe just like about football is like what he was famous for. But
I didn't know who he was.
I don't watch football, you guys. We're sorry. But apparently he's a pretty good
It's pretty good.
Chiefs player. I don't even know what position he plays.
I don't either.
You should look it up.
I don't even know what many of the football positions are. So
Oh my goodness, Colin. I'm not that dumb.
is he?
Do you know what the quarterback does?
Yeah, he like throws it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not stupid, okay?
Yeah, he like throws it. Do you know what the running back does?
Probably runs. I don't know. He's a tight end.
I don't know what that does.
I don't either.
This is embarrassing. We should stop.
I'm just imagining though, like imagine if you're Taylor Swift and you have all this like catalog of love songs, Imagine the puns you could make if she's approaching him, trying to ask him out. Like she could say things like, "I've got a list of her like top 30 songs."
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, I keep that thing on me.
I saw that on me. Her top 30 songs.
Walk up and just be like, "Hey, you belong with me."
Do you want to start a love story?
You want to start? I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
No, right. That's not the song's name, is it? It's just blank space. Okay.
Yeah. She can bring out the lyrics though,
Yeah,
she wrote
could.
them. She can do whatever she wants
could.
with them. I don't know. She could do.
I'm your wildest dream.
Oh, I'm your wildest. I promise nobody's gonna love you like me. Is that how the lyric goes?
I promise no one's ever gonna love you
Yeah.
like me.
And he's gonna be like,
Dude.
I knew you were trouble.
When you walked in. Dude, did you know, this is really old news, but Panic at the Disco, done.
Done.
Dunzo.
Done. Done.
It's really old news, but I thought I'd bring it up because I
That's
didn't
the
know
song.
if you've heard about it, and
didn't.
because of the song Me. Yeah, he like totally retired. Even though Panic at the Disco has been a solo act for like 8 years. It
8
used to be
years.
3 people.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I could be wrong about that. Don't take my
Don't listen to what we're saying.
don't listen to me.
We don't.
Anyway, so that's the breaking news, you guys. Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce.
Let us know your best Taylor Swift puns.
Okay, what
'Cause
are your best Taylor Swift ones?
There's a lot of good ones out here.
You got any more?
I mean, they get a little crazy. She could be like, "I don't want to live forever, but I do want to be with you." She could say stuff like that.
Yeah,
That second line wasn't part of it.
Anybody could say that though.
That's true. But you can't really, when you're not Taylor Swift, she owns the rights to those words.
She
You
does,
just-
'cause
you
of-
can't use them. That's how copyright.
Because of Taylor's version.
Yeah, that's what that is. I definitely know how that works.
You don't?
Something about her
Taylor's version?
rights. I don't
She
know.
owns the
People are
master.
freaking out. I'm like,
She owns the masters. For
only
them.
listen to that one because she only gets the money. It's like I think she's got plenty of money. That's my stance.
Yeah, she did.
So I'll listen to which one I want. Okay. Anyway,
Yes, you will.
that's all I got.
Yes, you will. Yeah, that's all we got for that one. We thought maybe we could go somewhere with it, but the
couldn't.
truth is that neither of us know.
We don't really care about the Chiefs or Taylor Swift. Which one? If you
don't
had
care about the
to,
Chiefs, you're right.
let me ask you something. If you had to get rid of one, who would it be? The Chiefs or Taylor Swift?
That's a good question.
That might be controversial to some people.
I think I would get rid of Taylor Swift. I don't even really have to think about it because I know how much the Ghost Runners love the Chiefs, and just for them, I would keep them around.
Dude, I wonder how many Ghost Runners fans we've created by talking about them so much.
I hope a lot. You
I
guys
hope so.
need to go listen to that podcast. It's fire.
It's a good one.
Dude, did you see their Instagram story today?
No.
I think they're starting a new podcast,
Another one?
and I think it might be about the Chiefs, actually.
Oh, dang.
It said that tomorrow a new podcast is joining the Ghost Runners universe, and it had a silhouette of a football player. So, surprise announcement. It's us. No, I'm just kidding.
Can you imagine?
That would be so cool if they started promoting our podcast.
Should we DM them?
I think we already tried that.
We talked about it. I don't think we did, though.
I think we DM Jake.
Did we?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
You get rid of Taylor Swift. Huh?
I'd get rid of Taylor Swift.
Not
yeah.
like kill her, obviously. Just get rid
No.
of her musical talent.
Just get rid of her fame in general.
I thought you were gonna say face. Just get rid of her face.
No, just get rid of her fame like she never existed.
Okay. So you wouldn't kill her. You just make her cease to exist.
Harmless.
She'd feel no
Harmless.
pain.
Totally harmless.
I'm teasing.
You would do the same thing.
No, I'll get rid of the Chiefs.
Oh my goodness.
Hear me out. Okay, I see you guys judging me. I can feel the judgment
That
coming
is
through.
dumb though, because one, it's just you explain yourself. I'm not going to cut you off. My sorries.
My sorries. That's okay. Your sorries are taken into account. Cool. I don't care at all, even a little bit, about the Chiefs, but I do like Taylor Swift's music sometimes, a little bit.
Like what?
She's got some bangers.
You liked her new stuff, didn't you?
No, not like the last 3 albums. I like one. I like one
Folklore?
song in Folklore.
Betty.
Betty. I named a car after that song.
That's so dumb.
It's a good song.
It's
a good song.
liked her album before she turned into like the folklore stuff.
Is that like
or
the
before
pink one?
Yeah. I forgot what it's called. Love? I think it might just
No,
be
it's
called
Lover.
Lover.
Yeah.
You're my,
Really? You like that one?
my
Okay, but back when she was country, though,
lover.
she's got some bangers.
Yeah, she does.
She got Love Story, You Belong With Me, Teardrops on My Guitar,
Our song.
Our Song,
Tim McGraw.
Our Song, Tim McGraw. See?
Great songs. Yeah.
You're selling Taylor Swift for yourself.
Well, yeah, I liked her old music.
You
but
like Taylor Swift, but you like the Chiefs more. Is that what you're telling me right now?
I don't like Taylor Swift enough to get rid of the Chiefs. That's what I'm saying.
Do you like
That's
the
a
Chiefs?
Whole
Do
team.
you like the Chiefs?
It's a whole team of
So,
people. Dude.
do you like them?
I don't support them only because I don't watch football. If I did watch football, I think I would be maybe a Chiefs fan.
But you don't watch football, but you do listen to Taylor Swift.
No, I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I have.
Have you ever watched a Chiefs game?
Yes.
Okay. How many collective hours have you spent watching Chiefs games?
That doesn't matter.
It does
This
matter.
isn't a
you
math
spent more
equation.
time you spent more time listening to Taylor Swift than you have watching Chiefs games.
Yes, I have.
And
My
you've-
answer's the same.
And you've probably enjoyed it more
probably.
because you probably chose to do that.
Probably. I chose to watch this Chiefs.
It's probably
game.
just on. No. Come on.
Well, everything is just on, but I clicked the channel and I watched it.
But you chose like by yourself to watch a Chiefs game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me and my brother did.
Okay.
Me and Lincoln.
All right. No. Okay. You can be wrong.
Did I enjoy it? Not a ton. But it's still my choice. And by the way, my answer's the same. I still would probably wipe Taylor Swift off the face of the planet. Because I don't like her
Metaphorically.
stuff. I don't
Metaphorically
like
speaking.
what she's turned into. She's like, yeah.
I don't like the football industry. So
Okay. Well, moving on to the next thing.
stand for the freaking flag.
For the flag.
Anyway,
I have put together a little bit.
I put together.
I put together a little would you rather.
All right.
We've done this a lot.
By that you mean you stole some would you rather's off the internet? Is that what you're telling me here?
Exactly. This
Give
one's
credit where
interesting,
credit's
though.
due, you know?
This is a fast food one. It's would you rather this one or that one. We're going to pick, and then I have the percentage of what most, I guess, would be like just the average of what people would pick between the two. Okay. Number 1, McDonald's or
McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's.
I'm going to go Chick-fil-A. I like it better than McDonald's. I have a question for you, though. Are you actually McDonald's, or are you just saying that because
that's my thing?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? You don't have to answer.
Hold on.
Just say I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
I'm not going to do that. This isn't a court, so it doesn't count here. But
you still have the Fifth Amendment still applies.
You're right. You're right. But even without it, I wouldn't have to answer you. You know? Mm-hmm. I think if I had to choose one right now, like it's like, oh, hey, let's go get some food.
Yeah.
I'd choose Chick-fil-A. But that's only because there's not one close to us and I don't have it nearly as often.
Fair enough.
If within like a short drive of us right now, there was either of them and I'd had equal Chick-fil-A in my life as I had McDonald's, I would go with McDonald's.
Fair enough. Okay.
You choose Chick-fil-A.
I choose Chick-fil-A.
I'm going to guess that was the more popular one.
It was. 68% of people chose Chick-fil-A, 32 chose McDonald's.
Yeah.
I like Chick-fil-A's sauces better. I like their they have spicy chicken sandwich. But I do enjoy a McDonald's burger over.
I want to propose a restaurant for you. Mm-hmm. Hear me out. Imagine, if you will. Let me paint you a picture.
Please do.
For a throwback.
Paint it.
Chick-fil-A's cleanliness.
And sauces.
Okay. Staff. And chicken. And everything else is McDonald's.
So it's
the perfect restaurant.
You just combined the two?
Yes.
Every great thing about...
I took the best of both worlds.
Everything else is McDonald's.
And made the perfect restaurant.
That would be a perfect restaurant. I would love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
do that. I don't know if either of us have an opinion on this one, but Popeyes or KFC?
I think I've only ever been to KFC.
Okay.
So KFC.
The few times I've gone to Popeyes to have their incredible chicken sandwich, they're out.
Really?
I'm like, yeah. I've done it 3 times, I think, and they've always been out.
You know,
they're like, we're out of chicken, and I'm like, what do you got? And they're like, Hutch Puppies, and I'm like, I'm out. I don't know.
For this reason, I'm out.
I don't know if that's an actual conversation I've had, but that was funny.
I might choose Popeyes just because. I almost just like put this chair's foot on your foot.
That's okay.
That would have really hurt. I almost want to choose Popeyes just because KFC has these commercials right now on Peacock that I just hate.
Oh, why?
And there's no other really context I can give about them because they have like 4 or 5 different ads they run, and they're all different. They're pretty like standard ads. There's just something about the way they're shot. Like they use they're doing like 0.5 style videos. You know, it's like ultra wide angle, and they're just so unsettling and just kind of gross me out.
I see.
And that's the opposite of what you want a food commercial.
I would pick KFC just because there's been a few times in my life where KFC has come in clutch. I was at this like block party banquet thing.
That's pretty cool.
From our neighbors.
It was at a block party.
Well, I think they call it a block party, but it was everybody brought like pot lucks.
They brought pot.
They brought
what kind of party was this?
Hot dishes and stuff. And one of my neighbors came over with 2 buckets of KFC chicken, and we were like, "Oh my goodness, this is awesome!" And then me and my grandpa used to get KFC quite a bit, so I do enjoy KFC. I'm gonna pick KFC. Most popular was Popeyes by 61%.
Really?
The other 39% going to KFC. Okay, Wendy's or Burger King?
Easy. Wendy's.
I agree, Wendy's. Because Burger King is the rival of McDonald's. No.
Literally anything would win to Burger King.
I don't hate Burger King. Their chicken sandwich is good.
You say that about every restaurant. They got a good chicken sandwich. You said that about McDonald's, Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's doesn't have a very good chicken sandwich. Really? The McChicken isn't all that.
Go back.
Great.
Dexter's, go back and listen. I swear he said it in the podcast before.
It's fine, but it's not what it once was.
It's not what it once was.
Dude, it used to be so good.
Really?
No, it's not that good.
No.
But I'd also choose Wendy's simply because of the Baconator and the Frosties.
And because it's not Burger King.
71% chose Wendy's.
Yeah.
29% chose Burger King. Burger King is good sometimes.
What does Burger King have to do to fix their status?
I think they need to make something brand new that nobody has made. Like they've tried selling tacos. They have the
hard, though.
chicken fingers.
It's hard because you're Burger King. It's in your
Right.
name.
They could totally rebrand.
Yeah. Like a new name and everything.
New name and everything.
If I was them, I would try. You'd have to try something crazy marketing wise.
But actually, they're not doing terrible right now. At BK.
Yeah, they have a song that became a meme.
Yeah, but people are going to Burger King because
think
it's
so?
a meme. Yeah. Anytime you go viral,
do you have
it's
the
good
stats
for
to
your
prove
business.
that, or
no,
just-
I don't have the stats to prove that. Do you have stats to prove anything you've said today?
No, but I don't
Exactly.
say crazy things out of
That
nowhere.
sounds crazy. I think that the Whopper's a good thing, but I think that they need something brand new
What I would do
that hasn't been done
is
before.
I would
They should fix.
I would
McDonald's ice cream.
redo their recipes a little bit. Make it a priority to have consistently working ice cream machines.
I think they do.
Clean up their stores like really nice. I actually
Yeah.
don't know if they're that dirty, but they seem like they would be.
I mean, they're empty all the time. So
They can't be that dirty. They're empty. No one's there.
exactly.
No one's there to mess them up. They're just dusty.
Just dust.
But do those three things, then go hard on the marketing and say something along the lines of like do a really weird commercial that's like almost like a PSA, like, we know we failed you.
Yeah.
We know nobody likes Burger King.
Yeah.
We upped our game. Go to McDonald's, their ice cream machine's broken. Ours is always working.
Yeah.
Cleaner than McDonald's.
Cleaner than Chick-fil-A.
And bold statement. Cleaner
Dude.
than Chick-fil-A. Better ice cream than McDonald's.
Cleaner
and then,
than
and then in
Chick-fil-A.
parentheses, because it works.
Yeah.
Cleaner than Chick-fil-A. And new burger recipe, better than the Big Mac.
Better than the Big Mac.
And then, but say it in like a very like weird apologetic way,
Mm-hmm.
because you gotta try something crazy and new I think it would.
But they have to be making money somehow. Maybe overseas.
maybe it's big in China. You never know.
It could be. I don't know.
I read somewhere that there's some. I want to say it's like Japan. There was like some KFC commercial a long time ago that showed like a family eating KFC on Christmas.
Okay.
And now that's like a tradition there for a lot of people that they eat KFC on Christmas because they
Oh,
think
really?
Americans do that or something.
That's funny. We
That
should.
that could be like 100% wrong in all the details.
Sounds pretty racist.
But that's just I'm just saying what I heard.
Okay, next one. Subway or Firehouse Subs?
Sounds pretty racist. I've never been to Firehouse Subs, so Subway.
Have you ever been to Jersey Mike's?
Yeah.
Okay, Subway or Jersey
Subway.
Mike's? Okay. I would pick any other sub joint than Subway.
Love Subway.
I also love Subway. I would still pick any other sub place. Jimmy John's over, yes.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I love sub sandwiches. So anytime I can get one, I'm in. But every place does it better than Subway. And Subway does
Subway
a great
gets
job.
a lot of hate.
No, Subway does a
It
great
does,
job.
though. It
I think
does.
Subway does a great job, but every place does it better than them.
I feel like that statement can't work. Every single place does it better than them, yet they do a great job.
Every sub shop
Is
does
there
it better
is there
than
no
them.
sub shop that does a bad job? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
I don't think so. At
Because-
least not of the big four: Jersey Mike's, Subway, Firehouse Subs, and Jimmy John's. All four restaurants.
So
Gold.
you're saying of the big
Very
four,
good.
Subway is good, but the worst.
Yes.
I would
Firehouse
take.
Subs has some really cool like hot subs.
Okay, I'm not a big sub guy.
Okay.
I would, but I really like Subway and don't really like the rest of those.
Okay. And that's okay.
That's okay. We can
I
disagree.
will say that Subway is the least like subby of all. If that makes sense. Like it's very easy to eat Subway.
It's just good.
Like Jimmy John's is like more of a traditional sub where like their bun is like harder to chew because it's like a sub. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I can't even with you. All I want is a Subway sandwich. Okay. The more popular between the two is Subway. 56% of people chose Subway, while the only 44% of people chose Firehouse Subs.
Nice.
This one will shock you. I shouldn't have said that. Taco Bell or Chipotle?
Which one would I choose? They're such different vibes, you know.
They are,
I'm
but they
going for
both
something-
are like kind of Mexican.
Yeah.
That's why they're together.
They're both like kind of Mexican.
They're both Mexican, but well,
One
they're
of
kind of
them's-
Mexican.
One of them's pretty Mexican. One of them's not really Mexican.
Go ahead, pick your answer.
Chipotle.
That's what I figured you'd say. I am going to pick Taco Bell because it's my favorite restaurant in the entire world. I love
It's my
Taco
favorite in the
Bell.
whole wide world.
I love Taco Bell to the ends of the earth, but I also love Chipotle too. But I would choose to get rid of Chipotle if it meant keeping Taco Bell.
Good summary.
I am in the minority though because 21% of people chose Taco Bell, while 79
Wow.
chose Chipotle.
That's pretty crazy.
That is a big margin. Yeah.
That's
No.
That's
Yeah.
the most extreme of any of these.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. Papa John's or Domino's?
Domino's.
Papa John's.
Which one is Papa John's even? Is that the one where you take it home?
Dude, no, that's Papa Murphy's.
I mean, you take all of them home. But,
You don't have to.
that's true.
Could eat it in
You
your
don't have to take Papa Murphy's home if you don't want.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
But you don't have to.
Papa John's is better. They have the garlic aioli that they give you. They have a sweeter tomato sauce. Their crust is so much better and doesn't have that like weird garlic stuff all over
Oh
it.
my gosh, Ian. The garlic stuff is so good.
It's not bad, but it's not that good because it gets all over your hands.
Boo friggin' who? Get over it. It's
Also,
dominant.
also,
it's fast food.
also,
You're gonna get
how
your hands
about
messy.
how about this? Papa Murphy's actually puts sauce on their pizza, whereas Domino's pretty much doesn't.
Okay. You get off my podcast. They do too put
Not
put
very much,
sauce on their
and
pizza.
it's our podcast,
Not anymore, it's not.
dude. Domino's Pizza next to Little Caesars puts the least amount of sauce on their pizza.
I you know what? I don't have the stats to refute that. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. Only the audience knows for sure.
Okay,
But but nonetheless, I don't care because their overall experience, the taste of the pizza when all those ingredients are combined,
Yeah.
is the best of any of the fast food pizzas.
I disagree.
Well, you're just wrong. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm not.
You
No,
are.
I'm
You
not.
are.
No, I'm not.
Ian.
First of all, Papa John's is better than Domino's, and the majority agrees with me. 55% of people chose Papa John's to 45%.
With their
of people-
fake stats. Come on.
No,
It's rigged.
No.
It's rigged.
It's not rigged.
This was done with Dominion voting machines, and it's
also,
not real.
Also, okay.
Also,
Papa John's is not the best fast food pizza, though.
what's the best?
I don't know if it's a chain. I mean, I know it's a chain. I don't know how popular of a chain it is, but Chanticleer is phenomenal pizza. Okay.
I like how
You've
you're saying
been
this as though we're arguing when that wasn't even one of the options. Like,
You said it was the best. You said Domino's was the best. I'm saying
is.
Chanticleer's better.
I don't even know what
I'm
that
saying
is.
Broadway's better. I'm saying Pizza Man is better. Pizza Man's not better, but Pizza Man's good. Pizza Factory, you know where that is.
Pizza Factory is not fast food.
No, it's not. But is it better than Domino's?
I stand by my original statement.
Which is what?
Domino's is the best.
No, it's not.
I would pick. There's very few pizzas. I don't know if there's any pizzas I'd choose over Domino's.
That's crazy. Not a single one.
I just love it. Okay,
Jack's.
Domino's without a doubt. Jack's isn't even that good.
It's okay.
I mean, for frozen pizza, I don't really like frozen pizza.
Fair enough.
Mike, and again,
Tombstone's
similar to
not very good.
McDonald's.
Red Baron's good though.
Similar to McDonald's,
Yeah.
it's great, and it's cheap.
It's not that good.
It's so good and so cheap. I usually get 2 pizzas, eat one of them, put the other one in the fridge, have for lunch. Couple days,
Couple
days, couple lunches. You know,
Couple days, couple lunches.
it's
lunches
fantastic.
For lunches for
lunches
days.
for days.
Fair enough, Colin. We agree to disagree for once in our lives.
Yeah, this is the first time on the podcast we've had a disagreement.
I definitely don't think Domino's is bad. I think it's very good pizza, and I love eating it.
Of
But
the
to
places
say it's the
you've said,
best-
I also agree that they're good places to eat.
good. Do you like Papa John's?
I don't know if I've had it.
Yeah. See, that makes me.
And yet, I'm
Irked.
still willing to bet money I would like Domino's better.
I think that you would like Domino's better only because you think that you would like Domino's better.
Maybe.
You tend to not go into these types of experiences with an open mind,
Yeah.
which is fine. I
I'm
guess.
allowed to have a closed mind about the things that matter most to me.
I guess yes.
And Domino's is one of the things that matters most to me.
You know, if you could have Domino's and McDonald's every day for the rest of your life, you would be.
Do you need anything else? I mean, why?
Put a Bible in my hand and a McDonald's and a Domino's in my neighborhood and a wife to love. Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel. Isn't Rachel your fake wife's name?
No.
Or was it Vanessa?
It's always Vanessa. My go-to fake name is always
Rachel.
Vanessa. Where's Rachel?
Justice for Gotham.
Gave him the little lisp.
Justice.
For Gotham.
Okay. Should we close it up?
Yeah, probably should.
Should we do the last thing or should we save it?
Let's save it. We're over an hour.
Oh, we
So,
are?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Maybe next time you'll hear the why do people do
Don't
that.
say it. You can't say it.
Not going to give it to you this time, but maybe next time. Thanks for joining us here at your favorite recap podcast. Hopefully the only recap podcast until the recap podcast comes.
Yeah.
Always remember to go give us some love on the socials, and we will see you
Next week.
Yes, we will.
I don't know.
Later.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.